we interrupt this program with a special report.
I got a message for all you folks out there in Radio Land. So sit tight and bend an ear.
Welcome back, everyone, to another week of the Manga Monday show. My name is Ben. I'm with my co-host.
I'm Edgar.
You're Edgar?
Because he said I'm Ben, and I'm like, hey, I'm Edgar.
Oh, I thought you were like, I'm Edgar.
Will we ever have a normal?
No.
We'll never have.
It's trademarked.
Normal opening.
We trademark bad intros.
Yeah, we suck at them.
Yeah, but trademark.
We're the best at sucking.
Yeah. If you do a
That
bad
sounds
intro
wrong.
on your podcast, whoa.
That's whoa. Wait.
Whoa, that's a little sus.
Yeah, a little sus. Have you seen the meme of that dog? Like he's on the doorbell. He like looks at the camera.
All right.
It's like the funniest thing I've seen all week.
Well, Edgar, how's your week been going?
I've been doing good. No school for a bit until summer classes start.
That's great.
I think that's a week away and a half. I think, but yeah.
Okay.
I've been doing all right. Been reading. I read only a few more chapters of One Piece, and I'm still binging Mushoku Tensei, the light novel. I'm still reading that. But I only have one more volume left until the next one comes out next month, so now I have to wait.
Read it slow.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
Read it slow.
Isn't that so? I'm pretty sure everyone feels that when they get caught up, when they catch up to a series, and like, oh, I have to wait now.
You could imagine when I caught up to One Piece, and I was like,
you get those weekly, Ben. That doesn't count.
Yeah, but also I was like, well, now what do I do?
Oh man.
Yeah.
I wish I could. Well, anyway, there's still a lot more content for me to read. So
there's always something else.
Yeah.
You know? There's always something else to do.
How have you been doing?
I've been all right. I had some trouble. So I told you about my car troubles and stuff like that, and you know about it. Like,
one time I walked into his car, and I'm like, I think I'll get carbon monoxide poisoning from this. What is this, a new air freshener? It smelled like gas, but not like.
It was awful. I was breathing in toxic fumes. Like every time I got in my car, I was like, oh, well, there goes some brain cells.
Yeah.
But I told Edgar while we were driving to our soccer game, I told him that I said if I had to make a biography for myself, it would be titled Ben Stigmeyer and the never-ending car troubles. You know.
Also, you can it's a diary of his deterioration of his mental health, and like the wording just starts getting all jumbled. Today I eat banana, huh? And, like at the last.
What is that? Flowers for Algernon?
Yeah, it's
like
kind of
Oh my god, that'd be terrible.
Except it just starts him being normal, and then never like gets smarter.
But magically, yesterday, Edgar.
You fixed it?
God, I didn't fix it. God fixed it for some reason. I was driving to rehearsals, right, which is an hour away, and I was driving, and all of a sudden, like it was working the same. So I took it, and I got the smell and problem fixed. But now sometimes when I drive it, it feels like it's in neutral, and Edgar would know because we're driving to soccer practice.
We're on a highway.
Like,
he's revving it, and then like the car's like, I go slow. It's like
the car was just like cruising. And then I was driving yesterday, and I realized the problem was gone. I was like, okay, it's just probably acting strange. And then I started yesterday, and then it worked fine. And I started today, and it's working fine. So I don't know. Like
next thing you know, tomorrow the car blows up.
Yeah, exactly. That would be in character. But yeah, I'm reading Vagabond, I'm reading very slowly because I'm in rehearsals right now. But the thing that's really getting me excited is watching Haikyuu with my dad. Because we're almost finished, and he's really enjoying it, and we're gonna jump to Attack on Titan next. So
my dad caught up to Attack on Titan. He loved it. His wallpaper is Attack on Titan.
That's great.
When he went to Mexico, he bought me and my brother a shirt from Attack on Titan, and
that's great.
it's one of his favorite shows now,
Yeah.
and it's super good.
That's
Again, get your parents in on anime.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's something for them out there. I'm just like now wondering like what should I show them next? Like what?
I would say Vinland Saga is up there. Vinland Saga is akin to something like Game of Thrones. You know, it's
I'd
up
probably
there.
I'd probably either show them that or a Death Note. I think because I feel like that's pretty.
That's pretty good.
It's a
Yeah.
good series.
It's a pretty good one. It's a
You
pretty good one.
mentioned before.
Mhm.
Well, at least while we're on close to the subject,
Yeah.
before I say another thing, we played soccer. Like we've been wanted to, when last summer we got into soccer. At least Ben was playing a few games, and I just got into soccer and I joined with
Yeah.
him. Super fun. And
Super
then
fun.
it got disbanded because a lot of people went back to college during the fall and spring
Mhm.
semesters, and we lost the field that we were playing at, which sucked and it was a huge bummer. Flat turf that we can play on. But now it's back, and we found a new field.
Yeah.
It's not the same, but it is definitely a good field to play on, and we have a lot more players now.
It is very good. However, we got to do it bi-weekly because the drive.
Oh,
there,
yeah.
has
That's the only
just-
downer.
Yeah, the downer is the drive because if you don't know, we live in North Dallas, and driving to Fort Worth. A lot of people think Fort Worth is really close, but no, nothing in Texas is close.
No.
It's all spread out. You know, in between this. God, like whenever I hopefully I will move eventually and live somewhere else for some time in my life. I will appreciate how close everything is compared
Bro.
to Texas because it is stretched out.
It's
here.
also just the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, in general, not everywhere, but like it's
Yeah.
super frustrating. But Texas is the most frustrating because it is the most spread out thing.
Yeah.
I was watching Breaking Bad, and then like Hank one of the characters has a job that he has to go to Albuquerque. Like that's so far away, and I look at the distance. Albuquerque is closer to El Paso than Dallas is to
Yeah.
El Paso. Like,
Yeah.
how does that make any sense?
Yeah,
There's so-
obviously. God, it's awful.
But playing
Ugh.
soccer is fun.
Yeah.
I was super worn out. My body was sore the next day.
Yeah, me too. I had like it was super weird. I had like the muscle in between like here, I'm showing Edgar like the muscle between this and this. I don't know what this is called.
The arch of your foot.
The arch
kinda?
of my foot. Like for the first time ever, I felt sore. I was like, why are these feeling sore?
There's
like,
muscles here.
Yeah,
I
was
felt the
like,
same
it's
when I
so
played.
weird.
I played tennis
weird.
for like a good like 90 minutes
Yeah.
on with my dad and my brother for the first time, and I held the tennis racket, and I was playing, and it was all fun. And
Yeah.
the next day, my wrist, like my palm, was like kind of sore. I'm like, what the heck did I do yesterday? I like, oh yeah, I played tennis, and I've never
Yeah.
gripped something
You
for
never
that
gripped
long.
something that, right?
And I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, this is so weird. Whenever you discover you have muscles in an area because it's sore,
Yeah.
we went kayaking on the lake. That I texted you about that. I texted Eric.
I know.
We went kayaking on the lake, and then we were like, "Oh, we're having a fun time." And then that night, I'm like, "Oh my god, my wrist's
Yeah,
on fire!"
Edgar thought he was dying.
I thought I needed to be taken to hospital because it hurt so much. And I texted Eric, "Hey, do your wrists hurt right now? Like a lot?" He's like, "Yeah, kinda." His wasn't as bad, but I guess I had improper like rowing motion.
Well, I also think like I said, Eric uses Eric's a melee professional melee player, and he uses like his wrists and his
Yeah.
fingers a lot. So
I was not. That was painful. I put like vapor rub on it, and it made it a little bit better. But I had to sleep with my palms facing the
God.
ceiling, like just straight, because
Yeah.
like they were uncomfortable. And if
Yeah.
I move them anywhere, any other direction, so I was just sitting there like
Yeah.
like Deku on the bed, like in that one episode.
we need to take Eric back to that lake. We should go back and have a good lake.
Learn
like,
from our mistakes.
Like week. Learn from our mistakes. Yes. But yeah, Edgar, I also started from my first ever audiobook, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. What was it called again?
I don't know the name. I forgot it.
Will it be on
but,
Audible?
It will be on Audible.
Wow, look at that.
It will be on Audible. It will be, and it's about a Jewish kid who is enjoying his life, and then he doesn't.
World War II happens.
Yeah, and then everything bad happens. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun working on it, and hopefully this is the first of many. Edgar, this week, a very interesting 2 trailers came out for some movies that we're interested in.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Mission Impossible real quick?
Yeah, I love Mission Impossible. Have you seen any of the Mission Impossible movies, Ben?
I've seen the first 6. I haven't seen any of the recent ones.
I think it's all of them, yeah.
Oh, so I've seen the first 4 then.
Yeah, because I think you
I
meant the
didn't-
old ones. Yeah.
I didn't watch the one with Henry Cavill, and I didn't watch the one before that. I
Yeah.
watched the last one I watched was when he climbed
the Burj Khalifa.
highest.
Yeah,
the
that-
Burj Khalifa.
Yeah, that's number 4. Ghost Protocol.
Yeah.
I urge you to watch. Rogue Nation's is pretty good. It has Simon Pegg and it still has the same cast, Jeremy
Yeah.
Renner.
Mm.
But Fallout, I think, is the best and is single the coolest Mission Impossible film.
Mhm.
Tom Cruise just does it. He's like the last surviving super action movie star.
Yep.
Because I don't think there's anybody who just does action movies like anymore the way he does. They're always
Yeah.
He doesn't go for dramas and comedies. He doesn't go for MCU comic book sci-fi. He doesn't touch that
As
stuff.
we learned.
It's just he's just the last super successful like action movie star like
Right.
that you usually see in the 90s. It used to be Schwarzenegger. It used to be Vin Diesel kind of, but not anymore because he's like more involved with like the MCU and like voiceovers and a lot of stuff. And
Yeah, these people, I would say, you could say Anthony Mackie was very much just one of those guys, but he's, but he like a lot of these people are getting roped into things like the MCU or Star Wars
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
and I can imagine that Tom Cruise, for a lot of reasons, doesn't want to be involved in that.
Yeah.
And I respect him for it in a weird way, because like he is kind of a weird guy.
Yeah, well, he's very picky about his project. He only wants to do stuff that he's in control of. And
he
also,
produces all of his movies
yeah,
now, I think.
and also he like when people said he was in Doctor Strange, I didn't believe it for a second because he has that deal where he never allows anybody to make any action figures of him.
But
So-
I remember he was one of the actors that they were contemplating on casting for the original,
yes,
Iron
the
Man.
original Iron Man.
That would have been, wow.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been as good.
Robert Downey
Obviously
Jr.
not. Obviously
clearly
not. Because
takes the cake.
Obviously, he takes the cake.
And if not that, he wouldn't have Robert Downey Jr. wouldn't have had the biggest comeback for his career.
Of course. Well, he was already pretty well, like,
Yeah.
he was already good in terms of like gotten over his drug addiction at that point.
Studios, but
Yeah.
from what I heard, at least from John Favreau, people were still like kind of. It felt like when casting him
Yeah.
was like rolling the dice, but that was
Yeah.
like definitely his big.
Well, yeah, you rolled the dice and you got a Snake Eyes, baby.
Yeah.
You got it perfect.
But
Or Snake Eyes bad. Snake
Eyes is bad, yeah.
I mean, he got a double six.
A
or
hard
something.
eight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
a hard
you
eight. There you go.
Snake Eyes is bad. That was good.
The trailer was amazing.
Yeah.
I also saw it again when I saw Top Gun Maverick.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Top Gun recently because I heard when you hear every movie that Tom Cruise does, there's always a crazy stunt. There's always a crazy thing that he learned. He learned how to fly a helicopter for Fallout, and he jumped out of a halo jump like several times. And this time, for Top Gun Maverick, he flew fighter jets for like, and there's like
Oh my
60
God.
hours or 80 hours of footage of him in fighter jets. Like, that's so I just watching it on the screen, I'm like, wow, this is real. This is like super impressive. I think Top Gun Maverick is better than the original. It was it was great. It was funny in a lot of moments, a lot of good actors. It was just fun to see on the screen. But before that, you see the Mission Impossible trailer. It's just so hyped for it. It sucks that it comes out next year,
Yeah.
but you should watch the previous two.
Definitely.
I think you'll really like them.
The other one, Edgar, Thor came out. This
Thor
week,
trailer.
which I'm going to be honest, it looks like it could be the best MCU movie.
It looks amazing.
definitely the best MCU villain.
Yeah.
It could be.
Christian Bale, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
God, it look like the
Let's see
style.
Paul Allen's MCU
Yeah.
villain.
Exactly. Like just the idea of it looks so good. I'm super interested to see if they're gonna do what they did in the comics. In the comics, Jane Foster becomes Thor, because she has like cancer and she decides that.
Well, spoilers, man. What if she has cancer in the movie?
Oh, that'd be crazy. But
I have no idea how they're gonna take
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah.
MCU tends to take ideas from the comics,
Yeah.
but definitely doesn't directly
Yeah,
adapt.
but in the comics, she has cancer and she dedicates the rest of her life to helping people. And Mjolnir decides, hey, you're
Mjolnir?
worthy. Jonathan?
Jonathan? The hammer
Jonathan decides she's worthy. Which I think is super interesting. I loved in this trailer how she like used it like as a scatter shot.
Like,
Did
yeah,
you
and
see
if
that?
I want to, and I don't think you see in the trailer, but I'd like to see her do it and then it come back in pieces, like and reform itself.
Oh,
That just-
dude, that
It
is
looks
sick.
cool.
It does
At
look
first, I'm like,
sick.
it kind of looks wonky with all this, all the
Yeah.
like destructiveness, like cracks in it. But
Yeah.
now when she did that attack, I'm like, this
I
is
was
cool.
like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
It was this trailer came
yeah.
out of me from nowhere. I heard about it that it was coming out the day before it came out, but
Yeah.
I forgot that it's coming up so close now. It comes out in
yeah.
July, right?
July, yeah.
Yeah, but then I remember like, didn't we just get the trailer? That was a month ago. But then again, they barely like Thor. The gap time between the teaser trailer and the movie release was so short together that it kind of made they had to release the main trailer. At some point.
It's crazy. It's just like I'm super worried because after Thor, there's gonna be a good while where I'm not gonna be interested in some of the MCU projects. You know, because I'm
iffy on Black Panther.
I'm iffy on Black Panther as well.
Yeah.
Just because I was such a huge fan of.
What else comes out other than the TV shows?
Marvel.
No.
Captain Marvel.
No, I think that's next year.
That's right. That's right. They switched it.
The Marvels or
the Marvels. Yeah,
the Marvels.
Yeah. Too much Marvel. Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, the Marvels. Please stop. And then Quantum Mania is supposed to come out next year.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for that. I think that's.
I love Ant-Man. Ant-Man's an underrated.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like his movies. Why?
They're super fun. They're just
they're
fun.
amazing.
They're hilarious.
And Paul Rudd is great.
Ant-Man. That's like the best ad for that the MCU has been. They should do that for all other movies.
Yeah, and then there's supposed to be Guardians, but I think that's next year's summer. Yeah.
We have the Christmas special.
Yeah, we do have the Christmas special. That's gonna be good. But it's gonna be.
After this, it's gonna be a lot of not that much.
Yeah.
You know?
The reason why I say this could be the best MCU movie is because because in my opinion, the two of the best was Thor Ragnarok and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 2, and taking those two things and mashing it together, I feel like it's just a perfect combination. And this looks like what this movie is going to do.
I'm really confident on my feelings and how I'll react to this.
Yeah.
Like my hypes are definitely solidified. Yeah. More than Doctor Strange. And not just because of how I felt when I watched Doctor Strange. Even before I watched Doctor Strange, I wasn't hyped that much. It kind of snuck up on me. Was excited. But this is like the first time where like I'm excited for like nothing else other than what the story and what the director and the creators have to offer. Yeah. I'm not wondering, oh, who's going to be in it? Oh, can you imagine like this happens and this happens? I'm like seeing what I'm seeing and I'm like just keep that.
Yeah, it's an MCU
I'm good with
film.
I'm good with that. Like not that I'm always expecting cameos, and it's honestly a toxic trait for an MCU fan to only expect cameos now after Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness.
Well, I would say more after Far From Home
it probably started it.
I mean, No Way Home is one of the big ones where it's like, I feel like No Way Home also gave Multiverse of Madness kind of a bad rep because people worked, and also the trailers for Multiverse, it was not advertised correctly, but because it made it seem like it was going to be a multiverse adventure, but it just wasn't.
But this is this movie, I'm like, I don't care, I'm not looking forward to this happening or this person showing up. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Christian Bale as Gore looks absolutely amazing, and he's probably going to give the best performance ever. And it just looks super stylized.
The black and white planet?
Yes.
Oh my
man.
God.
That fight looks like comic book, something from comic books, but also like integrated real well. Something like Frank Miller from like Sin City or like something like that, 300 or something.
Yeah, and that's what Taika Waititi does really, really well of getting that stylized like comic book brightness. It's really good.
I feel like he's not an underrated director. He's certainly rising up, and he definitely rose up with Thor Ragnarok and Jojo Rabbit. But
and The Mandalorian. Don't forget he did the finale of the first season.
One of my favorite episodes. Yeah.
When the stormtroopers were like trying to shoot the can, I was like, that's just Taika Waititi.
Do you get that? I get that. You get that.
Yeah.
He shot a bunch of guys just to prove a point.
Yeah, exactly. It's great.
But I feel like his style is certainly one that I just absolutely love, and something that
he's a indie film director in heart. Which is great,
and not in an obnoxious way.
Because
I feel like Eternals she was in Zoe Zhao, or I forgot what her name was, Chloe Zhao,
Who?
the director of Eternals.
Oh yeah,
she was a kind of indie director. She worked with A24 and did No Man Land, but it didn't work. That definitely didn't work. I can tell that she had her own creative aspects, but it didn't plan out. Taika Waititi definitely works for me. But I was gonna say that something that I was like having issues with other MCU projects is that I felt like the world wasn't connected, and I felt like not that every character from Avengers and like had to interact with each other with these other characters.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good, that there's single line stories. But like I feel like with the Guardians of the Galaxy in this movie, it feels not only natural, but I feel like he's gonna do it in a way where it's entertaining, but they won't take the spotlight. But it also just makes sense that Thor will always be with these characters interacting with people on Earth and people with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is he immortal? Do we know?
Thor?
Yeah.
He should be. Well, they age.
Well, they
Odin
age.
dies.
They
Odin dies,
age.
so
Yeah,
clearly he's
yeah.
not immortal.
Okay.
Odin just dies because old age and
Yeah.
But he what was I saying? Yeah, it just makes sense for these characters to interact with each other, and this is like the perfect example. Like, you can have characters just showing up and like interacting, and that's stealing the spotlight.
I think they will. I think there's one specific character that I think will show up that they're saving. I think you can't have a Thor movie without Loki in it somehow.
Oh yeah,
I think he will show up at the end.
I don't mean it like that. I just mean like with if a character is in New York, how are they not going to run into another Avenger? Like, how is that not going to happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like that.
I get you.
Like, not that I was wanting Spider-Man to show up in Hawkeye, but it just doesn't make any sense anymore for these things to happen. And I feel like Thor: Love and Thunder is like, look, like it makes sense that this happened.
Yeah.
It's just happening so well.
It's helped reconnecting the universe again.
And
because everybody's kind of off doing their own thing. Right now.
But I love it. Guardians of the Galaxy being in it, and then they're going to go to the new Midgard, which looks great.
Yeah.
You can see Minx, and Korg is now like a main character. You see Taika Waititi's name on the poster, which is so great.
It's great. I really like it. He's getting the Wong treatment,
Yeah, exactly.
Because Wong wasn't even, he was a sidekick and sometimes for Doctor Strange, and he turned into this, big character that everybody loves. This is the power of the MCU.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Russell Crowe as Zeus.
That looks good.
Yeah, that's so great. He looks like people explained it perfectly. Is like there's a lot of people that depict Zeus as a warrior and like the immortal god, like huge god, but this guy just looks like the king Zeus, just like I'm having fun.
He's surrounded by like 6 girls,
You get to see Thor nude, so I'm looking forward to that.
Of course.
Dude is ripped. Like he was ripped before, but he has
he's
muscles now.
He's just like you may not like it, but this is what peak perfection looks like.
This is the male gaze.
Exactly.
Who cares about female gaze? That is the male gaze right there.
Gaze,
All the guys are looking at them.
All right, Edgar, you ready to move on to some manga and anime news?
Yeah, let's get to. Also, spoiler alert, but there's no main topic again. I know we said it last week that we're gonna have.
We'll have one next week. Next week we'll talk about Chainsaw Man because I'll read it. So the reason why we can't do Chainsaw Man this week was because last time. So I stopped reading it a year ago because I was so enthralled with One Piece.
Yeah.
So I just kept reading that instead, and I didn't have time for anything else. And so I picked up volume 7 again, and I was like, okay, I'm so excited to continue reading Chainsaw Man. And I was like, what's happening? I was like, okay, well, that's all right. That's all right. Let's keep going. And I was like, what's this character's name?
Nobody.
And I checked it up online. I was like, okay, and I was like, what's that character's name? And then I looked at Power, and I was like,
it moves at the speed of light. You gotta go back to the beginning.
What's her name? Oh no! And then I was like, gosh darn it, I'm gonna have to pick up volume 1 again. So I've read volume 1. But,
back to square one.
I know Power. I know her name. But at that moment, I was like, maybe I should read it.
Who are you people?
Who are you people? Exactly. So I am rereading some parts again, and I'm going like, oh yeah, that's right. That's this person. So yeah. Just a refresher. But yeah,
we promise.
Yeah, I haven't. We'll have something next week. I haven't read the end. I've read more than halfway, but we'll get there. But yeah, all right, Edgar. This week I got a couple of awards. We like awards.
I love awards, especially when I get them.
Yeah, me too. Congratulate. Here's an award, Edgar.
The Obama meme of him awarding himself.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love that meme. Yeah. All right. The mangas there are a few mangas that have been nominated for the Eisner Award. Which the Eisner Award, if you don't know, it's Comic-Con's international award. and this is for the following mangas were nominated for the best U.S. edition of the international material in the Asian category. So obviously Tatsuki Fujimoto's Chainsaw Man is there. Naoa Matsumoto's Kaiju number 8 is there.
Okay.
Junji Ito's Love Sickness, Junji Ito Story Collection is there.
Yeah.
Taranosuke Shamada's Robo Sapiens, Tales of Tomorrow Omnibus is there.
All right.
Obviously, Tatsuito's Endo's Spy X Family is there.
Of course.
And Haro Asuo's Kotaro Takata's Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead is there.
All right.
So yeah, those are all that's nominated.
Cool.
Obviously,
No winners
those are
yet,
the
then?
biggest manga. No winners yet.
All right.
However, we do have a winner. Golden Kamui manga wins the Japanese Cartoonists Association Award. So yeah,
Never heard of it.
yeah. Well, I've heard a lot about Golden Kamui, so, but I'm very interested to read it. So the prize they won in the comic division, prize money of $3,900.
Whoa.
Lots of money. Yeah, it's great. All right, moving on. The Masterful Cat is depressed again today. Manga gets TV anime in 2023. I love anime titles and manga titles. This one just seems absurd.
I thought you were going to say I love cats, considering you have a t-shirt. Not a t-shirt, but like
I
a
have
shirt with a cat on it.
Cat manga, yeah. And I'm writing a cat manga, and I have like 1 billion of them.
Guys, I think he likes cats.
I think you like cats.
Ben
yeah.
confirmed furry?
No. No.
No.
Maybe. All right. Seven Seas Entertainment licensed the manga, and it describes the story as such. When Saku took in a stray black cat, she never expected that he would become the equivalent of a housekeeping life partner. But Yukichi, a giant cat who towers over Saku, is not your ordinary feline. He takes great pride in his culinary skills, and a good sale at the supermarket always gets his whiskers twitching.
Yeah, so
Saku-
it's a cat that can cook and stuff?
Yeah. Saku may not have her character together yet, but at least she has Yukichi.
Okay.
So yeah, it's,
So it's
basically
like-
my roommate as a cat.
Also, Clifford the
Yeah.
big red cat.
Yeah, Clifford the Big. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, this next one is very exciting. Crunchyroll releases Makoto
Releases.
Shinkai. What?
You said releases.
Releases? Crunchyroll releases? Crunchy. I don't know what's going on today. I gotta figure this out before rehearsals because I'm gonna be on stage.
Ben, what is going on?
I'm gonna be on stage going like,
Enunciate.
"The faintest constraint is me." Anyway, Crunchyroll releases Makoto Shinkai's Suzume no Tojimari film outside Asia in early 2023. So the guy who created Weathering with You and Your Name said that Crunchyroll, Sony Pictures Entertainment, and Wild Bunch International announced on Thursday that they will release Suzume no Tojimari.
Yes.
Literally, it's literally called Suzume's Door Locking.
Yeah.
Makoto Shinkai's first new film in 3 years worldwide, except in Asia in 2023.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
They actually finally got a description for it.
Yeah.
On the other side of the door was time in its entirety. 17-year-old Suzume's journey begins in a quiet town in Kyushu when she encounters a young man who tells her, "I'm looking for a door." What Suzume finds is a single weathered door standing upright in the midst of ruins as though it was shielded from whatever catastrophe struck. Seemingly memorized by its power, Suzume reaches for the knob. Doors begin to open one after another all across Japan, unleashing destruction upon any who are near. Suzume must close these portals to prevent further disasters. The stars, the sunset, the morning sky. Within that realm, it was as though all time had melted together in the sky. Drawn in this mysterious door, Suzume's journey is about to begin.
Wow. I'm really looking forward to this. It's the same guy who did Your Name and Weathering
Yep.
with You, everyone, for those of you who are wondering. Yeah, but
It's gonna be good.
yeah,
It's
I'm
gonna be
gonna hopefully you can watch Weathering with You. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I would love to watch that. That'd be a good topic for this podcast. Yeah. All right. Adult Swim announces Rick and Morty anime.
Oh yeah, I saw that. What the heck?
Yeah. What
the what?
Why?
Morty, we're in anime.
We're in anime.
Look at me,
Oh,
Morty.
Rick, we're in anime.
People are like, "What is going on?"
I'm Pickle Anime Rick. Yeah.
the Deku meme. Oh my, have you seen Pickle Rick? It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Well, I know it doesn't it's not anime, but did you see the Geralt? I need to show you the Geralt one. It's the Geralt voice actor. He was at a con and somebody got him to say, Triss, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's Pickle Rick. It's really funny. I'll show you after this. But yeah, so the same guys, Telecom Animation Film, who made Lupin the Third and Shenmue the animation, they're making just Rick and Morty, but as an anime for HBO Max and Adult Swim.
You want to watch the Rick and Morty show? Oh no, I'm into anime.
I know, I'm into anime. Well, here we got something for you. All right, my last one for today. I wanted to say this at the beginning. It was hard to find new stuff with the one big thing. Every website I go to, there is that one big thing, which eventually we'll talk about, and it's probably the reason why you clicked on this video, or this podcast, But this last one I have, Marvel's Secret Reverse manga releases special promo. So Viz Media is getting ready for the official English language release for Marvel's new Secret Reverse manga later this summer, and has released a new promo for the series to celebrate. Marvel collaborated with a few prominent manga creators a few years ago and resulted the likes of fun releases such as Deadpool Samurai. One of the most interesting of these collaborations was a special Iron Man and Spider-Man story crafted by Yu-Gi-Oh! Series creator, in which two Marvel heroes take on a villain fueled by his children's card game gadgets. So it's basically just Marvel and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's Marvel it's Marvel heroes fighting Yu-Gi-Oh monsters, basically. Which is interesting. This is very interesting to me because Marvel is obviously trying to bridge the gap that is between them and manga, because manga is just destroying them in sales and all that stuff. So Marvel Comics is trying to pull them down, get closer through collaborations. I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe just making
make new stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe make storylines in the style of manga where it's literally just one storyline. Like make a Spider-Man in Japan, and have it.
We already did, Ben.
Style,
he has a gun.
Oh yeah, he does. He does have a gun. I'm sorry. All right. Well, Edgar, you got some news for us. What's up?
Do got some news. First on the bracket, sad news. Ayashimon has ended, according to the Shonen Jump News unofficial account. Ayashimon by Kaku Yuuji. He's famously known for Hell's Paradise. This was
What?
His new series Ayashimon has ended in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 26. There is no further information that I see.
Was this the one that you were reading?
Yeah, this one I was reading. It just ended. So I don't know what this means. I don't know if it's gonna. If it got canceled, or if it...
Maybe he just didn't like it. I don't know.
No, I don't know. It's not rare to see authors give up, but I was pretty enjoying it for the most part. I haven't been caught up to the most recent chapters, but it just got its...
just real quick, Hell's Paradise is one of my favorite manga I've ever read. So, hearing... If they canceled it, dude, Hell's Paradise is really good.
I don't know. This definitely wasn't doing as strong in the sales in Japan, and it just got its first volume technical bump. I don't know how to pronounce the phrase, but its first volume, its physical volume.
If they did cancel it, they probably should have waited for the Hell's Paradise anime to come out, because when that anime comes out, that mangaka name becomes more pristine.
It's pretty ruthless. It's pretty ruthless industry. So they'll drop it But it didn't say canceled, and this is the only information I'm looking at. This various sources are saying that it just ended in this issue, so I don't know if it means it just wrapped up abruptly, or if it canceled. I'll need to look into it. We'll probably have more information on it later, but this is super sudden, and it definitely does suck for people who are enjoying Ayashimon.
That sucks.
But I can't say that I was super surprised. Like I said before, if you're keeping up to the news on it, it definitely wasn't doing that well in sales. It didn't even make a certain bracket of lists of top certain manga. So but it just sucks. Bad news all around.
Bad news, yeah.
Hopefully it comes back, or hopefully it didn't get canceled, or hopefully maybe
it'll be reignited again with Hell's Paradise. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. On another news, Quintessential Quintuplets. First off, earlier, before I get into the movie that recently premiered, Pizza Hut ad collabed with Quintessential Quintuplets to bring snacks for the movie. Let me just show you the visual they gave.
Don't show me it.
It's so cool.
My
They're wearing
God.
Pizza Hut merch.
Yeah, but where's that Pizza Hut logo?
Yeah, but it's on their shirts, Ben. What are you talking? Where else would it be?
Totally.
No, yeah. Shut up. To celebrate the release of the Quintessential Quintuplets movie last Friday, the Nakano sisters have taken up a new part-time jobs as models for the Pizza Hut boxes in Japan. A visual 5 girls will feature on the My Box single meal packs to have one of the person pizza and a few sides, including a spicy version of those that are fans of Nino and Itsuki. So basically, you get a box that's a single meal that is in collaboration with a movie that just recently released. It is cool. I just thought this was cool because I just wish that stuff in America would collab often with like products with anime. Because like remember that Dr. Stone Snickers commercial that I showed you? I just wish I could on TV. I'm like, hey yo, Senku is like promoting Snickers, or Demon Slayer is promoting like a restaurant. I remember when Demon Slayer was coming out, there was a bunch of restaurants that had like their merch and like had like posters in them.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just super cool. Also on another news, May 20th was the release of the Quintessential Quintuplets movie.
Great.
Earns over 390 million yen in the first 3 days in Japan's theaters. Where's that? I'm sorry, I'm looking at information.
You're good, dog.
The final story is being adapted into the anime and from the original manga in this film, so this film wraps up the conclusion of the series and the show. In the first 3 days, the film has brought over 390 million yen, so that's like roughly $3 million, with over 260,000 tickets sold. It seems pretty small, but it's outstanding considering it's only limited release in 108 theaters in comparison to Shin Ultraman, which is released in 362 theaters, and it barely outsold Quintessential Quintuplets. It also, Quintessential Quintuplets had a better first weekend than Morbius, The Batman, and even Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and those 3 films were being shown in IMAX when the Quintessential Quintuplets wasn't.
That's great.
So you could say that the Quintessential Quintuplets is better than the Batman and Multiverse of Madness? Yes, I'm saying it, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is.
Did you hear Doctor Strange also passed the Batman?
But I'm not.
Never did I think a Doctor Strange sequel would ever pass a Batman movie.
I did, considering that it was streaming on, that it streamed that it was going to be streamed on HBO Max, and that it was.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, it's MCU, man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Say what you will, but I thought it was funny. Like that, it's surpassing is definitely impressive. I'm definitely gonna be watching that movie because I love Quintessential Quintuplets.
Yeah.
That's like one of the few things.
We'll talk about it on here.
And you don't have to, because if you're not interested,
I'm interested.
It's really out of your. It's out of your depth. I mean, not out of your depth. It's really out there. You're not. It's not.
I thought you were like, it's out of your league, Ben.
No. It's just like
those girls are mine.
No. It's just you're not into the rom-com like phase yet of the series.
I like rom-com.
Yeah, but what have you seen as rom-com? Yeah, but that's a very that's a taste. That's like 13 episodes, and that's like one sliver taste.
You're right.
Not to judge, but like I feel like you're in the slice of life main phase right now. I feel like you've kind of touched the waters in there. But
I'm a big slice of life guy. But I don't know. I eventually want to watch My Dress Up Darling and all that stuff, because I watch all the clips on YouTube. I just don't
Yeah, I feel like if I just brought you to this, it'd be like, bro, what is going on? Why are these guys?
I'd be like, huh?
These guys we're all simps here, and then Ben's like, what's going on? You'd be like the one guy with an actual girlfriend like in that entire theater. Anyway, I can't wait. I'm gonna be definitely wearing my Nino tie for that.
That's good.
On another news, actually, the last news I have. Do you have anything else, Ben, before I get to the last big?
Nope. No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this week, actually, yesterday.
It was yesterday. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, as of recording, it is officially announced that the famous worldwide manga series known as Hunter x Hunter is back from hiatus.
Get the camera.
Let's go. It's back, baby. Go. Hiatus. Peak is back.
Hiatus is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
With 4 new chapters, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
It has been announced that let me pull up the information here. It has been announced that Hunter x Hunter Togashi confirms with his recently created Twitter account. Literally, he made it, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
Announced with a sketch draft that he has 4 chapters or 4 episodes that he said that he is planning to publish in the soon future. There's no state of when it'll be coming back, but people thought that there was a joke, and then the actual official Twitter of Murata, of the artist from One Punch Man, confirmed and was excited for this.
Oh, great.
So, oh man, it's just so. I think this had like. I don't think this is like the longest hiatus from a manga. I could be wrong.
It's definitely not, because I know Vagabond is still a hiatus from
but
2014.
But from the recent hiatuses and breaks that Hunter x Hunter was taking, this was definitely the longest. I think this is over 2 years or 3 years, I think. Since
4?
Yeah,
it stopped 2018.
Yeah, it was definitely a long time.
Yeah, it went on hiatus from 2017 to April 2018, and then it went back on hiatus in November 2018.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I followed the Twitter account immediately. I think he already has like over 1 million followers. Togashi. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, he has 1.7 million followers in like one day. Just from like posts.
Oh wait, seriously?
Yeah, like he just.
Oh my god.
Because he just created it, and like I want to know when he. Hopefully he maybe posts now. He also made another post, another drawing of a tree that he made. But I just want to follow him because I'm like
he's like a little kid drawing, and we're like, oh, look, he's like, look at this.
He's doing it again.
He's drawing the tree.
It's because I mean, we're hoping a lot here. We hope that it just continues and he can finish it. Obviously, we wish good fortune and like the best of luck and hopefully the best of his health, because that is the main reason.
Move to monthly, man. Move to monthly.
Yeah, please.
Move to bi-monthly if needs be.
Yeah.
Take your time. Just make sure that this gets that it gets the ending it deserves. Now, I haven't seen or read Hunter x Hunter, but I know many of my friends hold this series very close to their heart.
Yeah, I've been planning to read I've only seen up to where the anime ended, and that was a journey on its own. That was an amazing series. But I do plan on reading the manga all the way through, and then picking up where the anime left off in the 3 or so volumes because it just started into its new arc, and it teased like a lot. Like I said, as I said before, they introduced something so big and so new that could create like a whirlwind and a bunch of stories, and then it just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Like abruptly in like the start of its arc, kind of like Wano. I don't know. I don't know much about One Piece. I know Wano is like a long arc, right?
Well, it's the longest.
Yeah, so like something of those proportions like was introduced, and then like it just like abruptly stopped. Ben, do you have any impressions, or like what are your thoughts on Hunter x Hunter? What do you hear and feel, and what makes you want to watch it, or what, you know what I mean? Like just
yeah. Well, I hear that the power system is goated. Obviously, I hear that a lot of stuff is interesting. What really interests me is the arc names, because I feel like
they're funny.
I feel like the memes of like anime arc names being called ridiculous names, I feel like it's originated from Hunter x Hunter, like the Chimera Ant arc or something,
the election arc,
the election, or like the
York New City arc, or no, I think it's called the Phantom Troop arc. There's also the Hunter exam arc, or Heaven's Arena arc.
Is there one called Jump Rope Canyon? Or
no, that was just the meme. That was just that video.
Okay. I just thought
Greed Island arc. All those arcs are great. They are funny, and this is like one of the. I meant to say this on the previous episode when I was reading Mushoku Tensei. Mushoku Tensei, Hunter x Hunter, and Vinland Saga are 3 stories where I enjoy immensely, and I just like binge, and I like fully immerse, and I freaking love the series. But I read it and I'm like, I have no idea where this is going, or I end up somewhere in a story and I'm like, how did we get here? It is like truly an adventure series. All 3 of them, but Hunter x Hunter is an adventure series where you're like, just the things that lead up to it is just like so crazy, and you think it's gonna end up here and them doing this, but it just doesn't. And it's just I love it when a series does that. It just keeps you on your toes. Not really with plot twists, so to say, but just like the way he writes it. I would like to say that the power system is one of the strongest things, but I think the writing and just in general is one of the strongest points that this series has to offer.
Definitely.
Ben, would you read the manga, or would you just like watch the show? Or
I will read the guys. Like people keep telling me, no, you have to watch the anime. You have to watch. I don't got time to watch that shonen animes.
It's only
anymore.
140 something.
Yeah,
Like...
it's only 140 something
Oh,
episodes.
shut up! That's nothing compared to One Piece.
Well, yeah, but I don't watch One Piece. I read One Piece, and it took me 6 months.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, but what I'm saying is that's like if I do watch it, if I do watch something like this, it would have to have an immaculate dub. Like an immaculate.
You have to watch
dub.
it in dub.
Like,
I mean,
well, I would because if I were to watch it, I would play it on in the background while
Okay,
I
I
was
see your
doing
point.
other stuff. You know, because guys, I got lines to learn. I got podcasts to edit. I have voice acting
Ben,
stuff I need to get
nothing
done.
is
I have
more
to
important than
draw.
manga and anime.
Yes, yeah, obviously, but a lot
Life
of my
can wait.
a lot of my job is around manga and anime, and if I want to become a part of this industry, I gotta do voice acting and I gotta draw and write. You know, so but that's most of the time is I'm like right now I'm playing the One Piece dub just in the background, and yeah, I love the One Piece dub, but is it better than the sub? No, but you know, but that first reading, I feel like manga just gets it, you know, just gets it better. It leaves it up to the imagination, especially with the voices and stuff like that.
I will say from certain panels that are better in the manga, there are things that are done better in the manga. But I think like the anime and the dub, if you're gonna watch the dub isn't bad. I feel like people hate on the dub a bit too much, but it has a lot of stinkers and a lot of moments that don't work that the sub just does like immensely well.
Yeah.
So if you are to read the manga, I would let you know, like, oh, just watch the anime. Or not just watch the anime, or at least go back and watch this scene in the anime because it's like done,
of course,
immaculately.
Well, I'm sure when I read this, what I did when I read when I read One Piece, my friends would send me videos of the anime, and so Asal was probably going to do the exact same thing because he watched the anime and all that stuff. So yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
But I am super interested to get into it, but I have to finish Black Clover first, and that's where your journey.
No, it's
your
funny because
journey
I was
is One Piece. My journey is Black Clover right now. So
not really a journey. Black Clover you can get done in pretty quick.
yes, you're right, but I gotta. Well, I dropped it for right now.
I
'Cause
say
I'm reading
pretty quick.
Chainsaw Man. But I'm like, you know, I'm getting through those first couple of, and when I reach 100 chapters, we'll talk about it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to reach it so that when it does come back, we can, you know, talk about it. But
yeah, I don't mean to push you. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I dropped. I didn't drop, but I put One Piece on hold because I got sucked into Mushoku Tensei too. So I don't blame you.
Yeah, dude, don't worry.
And it was funny because like I was excited for you reading Black Clover, and now the Hunter x Hunter. Oh, screw that! Like throws things out the table. We gotta read this now. Like,
well, I have to be like.
No, I get it. Otherwise, you'll forget things.
Because Black Clover has a start date when it's coming back, you know, which is 2.5 months. So I have to finish within there. Hunter x Hunter, we don't know.
Yeah,
you know?
it could just go on hiatus.
Yeah, it could never come out. It could just be like this. But you know, I'm used to it as a, you know, this is great. This is good because it makes me hopeful that maybe we'll get Game of Thrones back. You know,
what do you mean?
Because it's like
because
like
the long hiatus.
We never thought Hunter
talking about the
would
show.
ever. Yes, but obviously Game of Thrones, a new one hasn't come out since 2013, and you know, so
yeah, it has been a running gag. Everyone, I'm pretty sure thousands of people thought that this was a joke, among others.
Yeah,
I know. I remember several, like out of the 2 April Fools that when I've watched Hunter x Hunter, it was always a joke. Guys, Hunter x Hunter's back. Like, wow, you really tricked us again in April Fools. Or they just announced it out of nowhere. They just tend to do that.
Yeah.
But it's not fake. It actually happened.
It's and also like for his household as well. Like his wife is also bringing Sailor Moon back that we talked about.
Maybe they just both
week.
discussed it with each other. Like, you know what? Can we like shake up the world for a few seconds and just say that we're coming back?
Exactly. I wonder. I'm so fascinated. I would love to see a documentary of how he's doing this. Like, how is he coming back? And because he has Yoshihiro Togashi has been stated multiple times that he's like, no, it's my story. I want to do it. I want to finish it.
He's a proud man. He's a proud man.
He's a proud man, which is fair. It is his story. Let him do what he wants to do. But yeah, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. I'm interested to see how he's doing.
If he continues, just do it not right, but take at your own pace, man.
Yeah.
Please, like, take care. Obviously, he's not listening, but you know what I mean. Like,
I
you
know,
just like
obviously not. But do anything you need to. Get normal massages. Go to yoga. Do all that stuff. Get just
eat kale.
Yeah. Go outside.
Touch grass.
Touch
you
grass.
know.
Yeah. Because Oda, one of the saddest, like, and you'll get there in the Water 7, one of the volumes, he starts off with, "Oh, my doctor said I need to get outside more, otherwise I'll die." Ha ha ha. And I'm like, "Oda, what are you doing, dude?" It was like in 2007, and I was like, "Oda, stop." But yeah. So that's
I got blank years to live, and you check the date. Oh man, it's tomorrow. Like, it's tomorrow.
I'm convinced that when he draws the final panel of One Piece, he will just keen over and die. Like, he'll just be like, "I'm done.
It is finished."
Yeah. It is complete. I hope obviously I hope that doesn't happen. I hope he takes his millions and millions of dollars and goes to
One
Cancun
Piece
or something.
Boofy generation, next generation.
Next generation.
One
yeah.
Piece, two piece.
Two piece.
We said that joke like a billion times.
Yeah.
It never gets old.
Never gets. Two Piece is great.
Yeah. But for those of you who are interested in Hunter x Hunter, please get on it. It is a work of art. It is a masterclass in writing in Power System. It is simply amazing.
Yeah.
It is like one of the few animes that a few series that I would rate 10 out of 10 because it's just that great. It's so amazing. Any more thoughts, or just pretty much?
That's it.
That's it, guys.
Me.
Get on Hunter x Hunter. Get on all of this good stuff that we mentioned, and hopefully next week we'll be back with an actual subject.
Yeah, we will be. Next week we'll talk about Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
But once again, guys,
let's not force ourselves. Like,
I know. I've been pushing it so hard, but please subscribe and like. Almost 100% of you who are watching or listening are not subscribed.
You guys suck.
Yeah, come on. No. Just help us out. Give us a chance. We would love to interact with you and to grow our fan base so that not only can we, what's it called?
Expand.
No.
Grow.
When we, what's the word?
Get good.
No, get good. Yes, there it is. No. Not only can we recommend mangas to you, but you can recommend mangas to us as well.
Yeah.
And we take your feedback and do all that stuff. For those of you who are listening, thank you. We love you so much. For those of you who are not, if you are interested in manga and anime and want to stay up to date with the latest news, projects, and updates coming out of Japan, the Manga Monday show is here.
For you.
Now
we're going on hiatus. We'll be back in
4
years.
in 2024, baby.
Yeah.
And we'll post a picture of like your mic
us
stand
recording
or something.
like, "Hey guys, 4 new episodes coming out."
Coming out. Yeah.
4 new episodes coming out.
Coming out. Yeah. All right, you guys. We'll catch you guys next week.
See ya.